with your victory tonight that with Bristol, what you expected from them?
Yes, I think so. I think we're obviously very pleased to come away as we would be in any Premiership game and get the win. Obviously getting the bonus point is exactly what it is a really nice bonus for us and very important for us. And I've just said to the players, let's make sure we cherish it and savour it, because they're things you have to work very hard for. I was really pleased with the attitude of the players. What we did really well was we just got things in the right order tonight, or for the whole day really. We travelled with the right atmosphere. We kind of pulled ourselves together by the end of the training week, on a short training week. Travelled really well. The attitude at the hotel where we stopped for lunch and for physio, etc., was really good. Arrived here, the way the players prepared, you could kind of feel they were ready to hit the pitch with a lot of energy. And I think that was always going to be the deciding factor for us. The truth is, we have been in the Premiership now for a few years. We have been playing at a Premiership intensity for a few years, which Bristol haven't had the opportunity to do. And so as long as we were prepared to come here and work as hard as Bristol, then you've got to hope that at some stage the fact that you've been playing at that intensity for a while comes through. And I think that's kind of what happened. I think particularly early in the game, we were prepared to work very hard, get a lot of movement in the game, both with how we kicked territorially, which I thought was good and was a nice add-on for us, and in the way we found space with our passing and moving game. And I think that challenged Bristol to the extent that we scored the points we needed, and we got what we needed out of the game, which was fantastic. If I have one gripe, it would be we consider some soft points, really, that on another day we'll have to have a little bit more steel about. Particularly one of the mauls is quite a long range maul, and you really shouldn't be conceding that try. But really we shouldn't have conceded that field position either. I think we gave up some soft position from being in their third, then a soft penalty, and then the kick to the corner, and then all of a sudden we're behind our sticks. And really that's a kind of something we've got to try and snap out of. But as I said to the players, it's something we'll keep working on. It's not something that's the be-all and end-all tonight.
There was a series of penalties under the post, weren't there? And then you gave it away in the end. Were you surprised that he didn't go for his pocket, or at least go under the post?
I think the third penalty could have been a card, but I'm not going to gripe about that. I'd rather gripe about why we didn't score. We had a penalty advantage. We've been picking and going and getting good metres. We're 1 metre from the line. We get a penalty advantage and we throw it to 3 backs against 4 defenders when we just got to keep picking and going and scoring the try. I actually thought once the ref went back to the penalty, we should have kicked it. I know we'd only scored 3 tries at that point, but I think that would have taken us to a 22-point lead. Well, get to a 22-point lead, you've got the whole of the second half to score a try. Just keep the scoreboard ticking over. I thought we let them off the hook a little bit there. It wasn't a great decision from my perspective, but I thought after that, we did a lot of good things. And as I said, we've come away from home. A lot of the pressure would have been on us today against a team that got well beaten last week and hasn't won yet. And I thought we dealt with all of that very well, and we put in a very good, better than workmanlike performance.
You could have expected them to be on the rebound from last week, couldn't you?
Yeah, well, obviously, there's obviously, anyone who's got any pride in what they do will have hurt from last week and will have wanted to come here and prove a point. And I think at times, I thought at times Bristol did, but I think what we managed to do, we managed to keep the intensity of the game just at a high enough a level for it to be uncomfortable for them for long periods. And that's the challenge. That's the challenge that obviously Bristol will want to step up to over the next few weeks as they get more and more used to it. In some ways, we're probably lucky for us to come here early in the season, because the hardest thing to adapt to is that intensity. But you adapt because you're out there playing, and Bristol will adapt. Every time their players play, they'll get a little bit better. They'll be better for today, and they'll be better for next week. And that's the battle they've got, isn't it? Is to just get better each week.
2 from 4 from you so far, and now got one more game before the break for the European. Is it important you get another W? Before that break?
It's difficult, isn't it? We had a great season last year, and we only got a losing bonus point away at Northampton. It's certainly not the be all and end all of a season if you go to one of the best clubs in the country and you don't win. But at the same time, you can set yourself a significant challenge to go there and try and achieve a bit more than that. And if you tag a third win on, history shows you jump the table, because it's hard to put a run of 3 wins together. So we'll really strive for it next week. I think we'll try and do things maybe a little bit differently. Try and change up what we're going to do and how we want to achieve the goals we want to get out of the game, and hopefully make it very interesting and exciting for the players this week in training, and give us something to really go after. Because kind of think the last couple of times we played at Northampton, I don't know if we've really gone after the game. We've always tried to manage the game, and when you play against a good side and they also manage the game well, it can end up like it did last year, where it was a 5-point game or something, but it never felt like we were going to win. I don't want it to feel like that on Friday. If we're going to lose, we'll lose, but let's make sure it feels like we're going to win at some stage.
It's important to get that W before you got the break before the European.
Yeah, I mean it would be great to get another win, but it's like anything, you've got to build your season over the course of the season. We're kind of on track. A couple of bonus point wins keeps us on track. Bonus point away at Wasps. We're kind of, like I say, we're probably travelling on par at the moment. A win next week will knock us a little bit above that, and we can really start to push on from there.